Greetings, Stoutlaws. I'm sure all of us at some stage have dreamt of a first-person melee extraction game, and as the genre matures, we've already witnessed the two collide. As an ideas guy, I've been tinkering with a Google Doc extraction game for some years that solves a lot of the problems we've seen crop up. Beastmen is the working title, and the premise is similar to Hunt Showdown, where multiple small teams compete to hunt a monster. Unlike Hunt, that monster is player-controlled. The problem with PvE is that it inevitably becomes tedious once the patterns have been memorised, and it never offers the true challenge and experiences that PvP does. It also encourages cheese tactics of playing on remote regions at strange hours to get the ideal scenario of a dead lobby where you can freely clean the entire server of all loot with no risk of other players interfering. Good game design incentivizes PvP, and the clashing of metal should indicate serious action kicking off rather than another helpless NPC getting mown down. The hunters would have their usual stash and gear progression with a skill-based melee combat system that allows players to potentially overcome the gear gap. Taking inspiration from Tarkov, there would also be a scav-style spawn option of a goblin, which have random gear assigned. These goblins play the part of traditional NPCs, being targeted for their loot and a tokened goblin ear per kill, which is exchanged for gold once extracted. In order to otherize these goblins, human players wouldn't be able to hear their proximity VoIP channel. Instead, humans would only hear goblin chittering sounds. Dying as a hunter would lose all your carried equipment. Another game that prioritizes PvP melee engagements is this video's sponsor, Warhaven. A free-to-play 12v12 PvP medieval fantasy combat game. Charge into the fray is one of 6 different character classes. Squad up with your friends and utilize teamwork to win the day, or foray solo to wherever the battlefield needs you most. The dynamic melee combat system is fun, familiar, but easy to pick up. The controls are simple while still presenting room for mastery. Warhaven blends both modern and medieval designs to create a unique world, but most importantly, it has a kill announcer.
Triple kill. Quadra kill. You are the avatar of death.
You'll hear him most frequently when you transform into an immortal, powerful characters that quickly dominate their surroundings. Wishlist Warhaven on Steam and play for free during the early access, which opens up on the 20th of September at 6 PM Pacific time zone. Thank you Warhaven for supporting my channel. Unlike hunters, the Beastmen don't have item stashes or inventories with one exception, and to maintain the emphasis on skillful swordplay, they generally wouldn't be lumbering behemoths, avoiding the generic roll-around gameplay of the Souls series that has poisoned the minds of mainstream melee developers. Each Beastman will have a unique passive and active ability with distinct methods to locate enemy players. Beastmen will have higher health than hunters, but besides any healing abilities they might possess, Beastmen will only be able to slowly regenerate health by lurking inside their lair. This means injured Beastmen players will likely try to escape after sustaining significant damage, and hunters would be well rewarded if they can successfully chase them down to their lair. If a Beastman kills a player, a death cry can be heard across the map in the direction of the kill, of varying loudness depending on distance, as seen in the culling. On death, Beastmen will drop random loot alongside a trophy, which if extracted will grant a significant sum of gold. All goblins can also obtain a Beastman token when interacting with its corpse. Its purpose will be explained soon. I've come up with a variety of different Beastmen. Here's a few of my favourites. The Deep One, a Lovecraftian monster with a passive fog, which the Deep One can see player outlines through, and an active mind control ability that lets you briefly take over a hunter. The Werewolf, self-explanatory but fearsome nonetheless. It can't be flinched and possesses an active scent ability, allowing the detection of nearby hunters. The Wendigo, a terrifying creature that consumes corpses to grow in size, as seen in the Giant Slayer's Chivalry 1 mod. The Wendigo preys on the greedy, with an active ability allowing it to teleport to players that are currently looting. And my favourite of all, the Forester, a man-tree beast in its natural form. When stationary, it can hear player VoIP across the map. Based on folklore, it has an active shape-shifting ability, allowing for some sus interactions. With there only being a single Beastman per match, an imbalance in matchmaking occurs if everyone decides that they want to play as these entertaining entities. A unique monetization system solves this dilemma. Beastmen tickets sold as in-game transactions. These tickets could also drop in-match and circulate on the player exchange, allowing players to buy them for gold. Like an arcade, you get to keep your Beastman if you survive, but lose access on death. With each match survived on that ticket, you would gain a rank. Higher rank Beastmen would drop better loot and more valuable trophies. Prior to embarking, hunters can choose what difficulty they want their match. This setting would loosely attempt to match hunters against a Beastman of corresponding rank, serving as a self-filtering method for more skilled players that want rare loot. Moreover, if the monetization method was play until death, Beastman rank would serve to prevent Beastmen infinitely playing on a single ticket, as the matches would get progressively more challenging. Each match starts with hunter teams embarking randomly across the map. At any point in the match, human players can leave via the scattered extraction points found across the map. Goblins, on the other hand, can only extract in the final few minutes of the match, or sooner if they're in possession of the aforementioned Beastman token or trophy, keeping Goblin players within their designated NPC replacement role. When all hunters have died or extracted, the match automatically ends. The most valuable loot to be gained will be from killing the Beastman, so the primary objective for most hunters will be to locate it, or its lair, in order to reward whichever hunting team successfully slays the Beastman, and to give Beastmen a stealth advantage. There won't be any notifications of when the Beastman's been slain. This means an efficient team can get in, kill the Beastman, and quickly extract with little window for harassment from other hunters. However, the battle itself will be noisy, which may attract unwanted attention. To prevent a match from going on forever, a storm will move in and progress towards a set time limit. Once it grows in severity, the match ends automatically, at which point all remaining hunters that have not extracted are killed. The Beastman, if still alive, will be left unaffected. Once extracted, hunters take their gear back to their stash, which can be sold on a RuneScape-style grand exchange. Gold can only be used on the exchange and no other trading system would be present, drastically cracking down on real-world trading. The only method of freely donating to another player would involve entering a match and surviving, which possesses considerable risk. This would also level the playing field regarding streamer privilege, as streamers wouldn't be able to shamelessly accept gold donations. There's more intricate design details, but that's the quick rundown. Whilst this game is for now purely theoretical, perhaps one day I'll be in a position to bring you Beastmen. Let me know what you think and feel free to share your own ideas.